Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ciarasteina and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Forgive me if I'm still sounding a little bit under the weather. I'm still recovering from my first ever allergic reaction to antibiotics, of all things. So, just had an issue with my tooth, so my dentist put me on antibiotics, and I woke up 4 or 5 hours afterwards, and my entire face was like a marshmallow. It was like just puffed up, and my upper lip specifically was at least 4 times the size it normally is. I couldn't even speak. I actually had to communicate with my roommate to make a phone call to my doctor to be like, hey, this is happening, what do I do? So luckily it was just like swelling of the face and lips. It wasn't swelling of the tongue or throat. So I was lucky in that regard. If you do take any medications that are new to you, even ones that aren't new to you, because I've taken penicillin before and it was fine. But if you take medications that specifically are new to you, and even ones that are newly given to you, for the next couple of hours after you take the first few doses, just keep an eye out for, have somebody watch you if you can, or, just be ready to call somebody if you need, even if it is 911, whatever the case may be. The only other medication that I had a legit allergic reaction to was actually the Gardasil shot, and that was like, 15 years ago. I don't even want to think about it. It makes me feel old. But I got the Gardasil shot, and I was in my doctor's office, obviously, and I felt very hot and very faint immediately after getting the injection. And I have no problem with injections, don't get me wrong. But I was young, and everybody was saying, oh, this will help keep you from getting cervical cancer and stuff like that. And I was like, meh, yeah, might as well. Sure, whatever, it's covered by my insurance. And so I told my doctor immediately afterwards. I was still on the table after she gave me the injection, and I told her, I was like, I started sweating profusely immediately, and I was like, I'm not feeling good. I feel dizzy, and I'm really hot, and I'm starting to shake, and I don't know what's going on. And as I was talking to her, I jumped off the table and immediately was just overwhelmed with vertigo, and I couldn't stand correctly. I was dizzy, and I was getting tunnel vision. I could tell I was blacking out, and I'd never blacked out before. So I think I told the doctor that I was blacking out. If not, I thought about it, and next thing I know, I'm actually lying on the floor of her office, surrounded by her and 2 other nurses, and everything hurt. Everything. I had bit my tongue. All my muscles, joints, everything hurt. It turned out that I had actually had a full-blown seizure in her office, and I'd never had a history of seizures before. And they had to basically give me an EpiPen right then and there because I was having such a severe reaction to it. And the shot itself was fairly new at the point. Actually, I think it was pretty damn new. So I actually had to talk to the FDA about my experiences, I found out a few years later that they've changed the formula on the Gardasil shot, but that particular formula that I got killed over 100 women. And they did the exact same thing I did. I just happened to get very lucky that I was in a doctor's office surrounded by, medical staff, and that they had an EpiPen. And I was told right off the bat, because it's supposed to be like you get one shot and then you get a booster 2 weeks later. My doctor was like, we're not going to give you that second shot. If we do, you'll probably die. So yeah, that kind of freaked me out and led to some PTSD issues, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, but it really did. Mentality for things is different for everybody, but for me, it made me afraid of trying any medication that was new. It made me afraid of trying even foods that could cause allergies. I used to eat peanut butter by the bucket full, essentially. And now it's like I will have a little bit here and there, but I'm freaking out for about an hour or two afterwards, just in case it, causes an allergic reaction. And same with strawberries and, the typical you're allergic to this type of food. So, I was actually diagnosed with complex PTSD because of that. But I'd taken penicillin before, and I felt fine, and I had taken amoxicillin many times, and that was fine, and they're in the same family, and yes, you can be allergic to one and not the other, but it's very rare because they're pretty much the exact same things, just amoxicillin actually is stronger. At least that's what I was told. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, so for that to happen, and then, my face to swell up the way it was, I actually had to do a video conference call with my doctor because he was too busy, but because he prescribed me the medication, he was responsible for it. And my roommate had to talk for me while I was like writing stuff down, because all I could do was like murmur. And even now, I'm still a little swollen, so speaking is a little interesting. So yeah, took me off that immediately and put me on a completely different class of antibiotics. So we'll see what happens. Anywho, we are picking up where we left off. I did do a little bit of stuff behind the scenes because I needed something to take my mind off of what was going on. So I cleared the entire map of everything. As far as like mysteries, artifacts, and treasure, stuff like that. However, there is a place that I'm going to have to visit, and I don't know if we'll get to it in this episode, because I don't know how long this episode's going to be, honestly. That was my little story time for today, but it was, yeah, I think we get Excalibur, actually, because I ran into this cave on accident when I was soloing, I don't know, like a week ago now, and it was a very long, intricate cave. I don't even remember exactly where it's at, so I'm gonna have to find it again because it doesn't tell you where to go. And at the end was a whole bunch of Isu artifacts, and there was like a bunch of pillars surrounding literally a sword and a stone. And you can try and pull on the sword, but it'll be like, nope. But each of the pillars had a hole in it for you to put a tablet. Well, the tablets are part of like the mysteries or wealth or whatever. Honestly, I didn't pay attention, so I don't know. But they're part of one of the things that you grab. Well, I have all 11 now, and there were 11 pillars. So, I'm going to have to find out where this place is. I'll make sure I'm recording it because it was very gorgeous and very interesting looking. So, bear with me, bear with my voice. I'll do what I can. I can't guarantee that we'll be here for 2 hours or more. So we'll see what happens. But right now we just got done taking down the Elderman's lover, and the new Elderman adopted the woman's daughter. I'm not sure. So we're back in town because we needed to speak with our friend, our blacksmith, who's in love with the Elderman's. Again, I think she's his adopted daughter. I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to, talk to him, and we'll see what happens from there. I have no idea what's going on, so we'll see. Having no idea what's going on, and my mind's kind of in a haze right now. Yeah, well, this ought to be entertaining. All right, so speak to Gunnar. Oh yeah, this is like the Halloween thing. Would have been nice if this game released around Halloween. Hey, Gunnar. And your girlfriend?
Gunnar, it's good to see a face I trust. Even your frightful muck. I thought this could be our shared saga, but it's time to leave. We have spent naught but a drink together.
Worry not, Eivor. You and I have many tales to tell yet. And our names ring out clear and with honor.
Yeah, a tale. A tale of Gloucester. Beautiful land. Full of damned fools.
Ha!
Oh, that's pretty typical.
I will drink to that. You have my thanks.
Anything for you, old friend.
Then let us say our farewells to this Wicker King, and then be on our way home.
Yes, Ranvi will be eager to meet Bridget.
Yeah, I saved the dude's life
Bridget
because
and Gunnar have already gone ahead. I should join them.
This is kind of funny that it just, like, immediately comes to mind is Nicolas Cage going, "Not the bees!" Just saying. But anyway, I saved his life because I wanted him to burn in the thing, in the Wicker Man. So, what say you now that you're not going to get out of it the easy way? I'm actually surprised they're celebrating this much pagan religion.
Tell me, please. What of Modron?
I
Dead
killed
and
her.
burned on a pyre, much like this one.
I didn't think. I hoped you would spare her at least.
She attacked me.
Grant.
Please don't do it! We can burn something else! Someone else!
Kid, you are something else.
Peace, dear heart. I will join the dirt that grows the trees and the barley, my body feeding the gods, worms, and even you. So I will be here. And a long, long time from now, when you're old and wrinkled like an apple, you will see me again.
Father, I thought I could be ready.
I'm surprised she knew he was her father. Unless I'm forgetting something from the last episode. It's been a couple days since I recorded, so. Let's light this thing ablaze.
Then this is yours.
I don't want to know where you pulled that out
This
of.
is your path, Tifter. No thorns and briars could keep you from it.
And you, Eivor, friend of Gloucestershire.
I don't want to know where you put that.
You have lived up to your reputation.
I know you owe me less than nothing, but please, take care of them.
I take no
Them?
pleasure in the suffering of others. You would
Oh,
know
the
this if you had
villagers?
given me a chance.
Yeah, you screwed up, dude, so time to face the music.
20 years I have been your elderman. Now these old bones are ready for my last duty.
I thought they had a
I
Elderman
have
every
worked
year.
alongside you, clearing fields, brewing drink, births and deaths. All growing and learning.
The Wicker Man is ready, O King. Your altar awaits.
I am honored to be your Harvest King. With this flame set, may our crops be plentiful and our winters brief.
I want to take off all your, like, expensive stuff.
Despite it all, he has the ending he prayed for.
I wanted
Straight
him
to
to
the
burn.
mouths of hungry gods.
Yeah. Sorry, I wanted him to burn. A blade wasn't good enough for his treachery. Set fire.
The honor's yours.
Thank you!
Praise the Harvest King!
I tried to throw the torch right in his face. I'm having one of those days. Everyone's all cheering and everything over somebody who's like literally screaming and burning to death.
Our Father, who art in heaven, our Mother, who art in earth, please, please accept this offering. Take of me my flesh and bone and blood.
Was it worth it? That's the main question I ask everybody. Was it worth it? Oh, that was a fast... Man, if I'd known it was going to be that
Seems
fast.
the wind calls me back to Randi.
Am I acting
Best tell her
drunk?
the good news.
Why am I acting drunk? Huh. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, cat wants out. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. We don't need those guys with the question marks anymore. So there's that. Hey, Ranfi. I guess I could pick up the quests if there are any. I haven't done the last 2 sets that I picked. No, I did one of them. But there were 2 sets that I picked up that I didn't do. Just because I was not feeling it, obviously. Always kind of laggy when I first come into the settlement.
Good to see you.
Have you got a contract?
My agents are not
No.
There will
Did
be
I already pick
contracts
them
when...
up? sorry.
strikes you.
What do you
Yeah,
have
just
today?
Tattoo. Not gonna use that. I don't know. Honestly, I'm tempted to get this, and I only need 2 more to buy it. Excuse me, hiccups. But I also want that. I don't really care about the horse, but ugh. I only have essentially 2 days to do it in. Let's see.
You go on. Hey, Eivor. Hey, Boo, Eivor.
Okay, yeah. Need to ring that bell. Yeah, I don't know why it's glitchy like this. Like, I just looked at my CPU and memory and they're perfectly fine. So I don't know what's going on with it. I haven't even had the game on for very long. Alright, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'm just gonna save. Maybe if it feels like it. And then I'm going to reset it. Hopefully it won't take too long. Need to wait for it to synchronize. Okay. Sorry, it's taking its time. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Hopefully better than I am. This actually might be a super short episode. Because, I mean, the reason why I was taking antibiotics is I had a tooth infection. And so it does take a few days. Sometimes it can take 1 day, but generally it takes 2 to 3 days for the pain to subside. And it has not as of yet. So we'll see. One of the downsides of Assassin's Creed games is there's like 10 loading screens. It's ridiculous. And you can't fast forward through any of them. Because product placement. Stuff. I've updated it 3 times in the past week just to make sure it was up to date. Oh, I remember what the cave's name was because it was where I was hunting bears. It was like Myrmidon's Cave. Maybe we'll go do that real quick. I don't know what it entails, but I think you have to put the 11 plaques in the stones for it to release the sword. I may be wrong, but I might do that. others. Just talk to Ranvi. Alright, so I think it was in Hamptonshire. Yeah, see, it's around here. Of course. Thank you. This is Stonehenge, by the way. And here it is. Meriden's Cave? Meriden's Cave? I don't know. But where's the closest fast travel? Right there. Let's check this out. If it ends up being nothing, then hey, fool's errand. Yay. But I'm excited to show you guys it for one thing. Because pictures don't even do it justice. You can tell pretty early on that it's Isu. Like the Isu built it just from the decor, essentially. So we'll have to see. Alright. This is why I'm on bears around here. So I know I'm on the right trail, and if I'm correct, there's at least 3 bears near the cave. If I'm correct. Is that a deer? Okay, it was running like a dog. It had me confused. Yeah. There's 2, 3 bears. I don't mind fighting them. I just don't need to, so. Senu doing the only other thing that he's good at, which is whistling every time I'm close. Okay, where's this cave? Alright. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna have to look up this name and be because I'm wondering why it's called this. See, I ran in here thinking there's going to be like treasure or something, and oh man, what's over here? See, look, immediately Isu inspired. So I'm guessing this is where I have to go. It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've been here. This? I actually don't know what this is. What is this? What the? It's a teleporter? Cool. Well, I mean, unfortunately, you didn't get to see everything, but sure as hell is a fast way to get around. I'm guessing that's already in there. Does this place all of them, or do I have to do a cutscene for everything? I guess I have to do all of them. I wonder if people actually come here like every time they get a plaque and do this. That's pretty cool, the little lights. And I can guarantee you, if you've done all of the mysteries, artifacts, and treasures, that you will get all 11 of these things. Actually, there's 2, I believe there's 2 that I got off of Zealots. So, you kill the Zealots, and you do all the mysteries and treasures and all that jazz, you will get these. Can I just fast forward this? anybody that's had a toothache can attest that it has weird things to do. It's like it hurts 1 second, is fine the next, hurts the next second, fine the next. So it's like, oh, I can do a 2-hour episode, and then like 10 seconds later, I'm like, oh god, I just want to quit right now. But I'm trying to tough it out. For myself as well as for you guys. It's like, I did want to play and I did want to record. So, just toughing it out. Especially since once I got the last stone, it actually mentioned that, you know, that something along the lines of, that sword's mine now, or something like that. So I was like, oh, I can get the sword now. It's a cool little Easter egg, I think. And the fact that Excalibur is considered a Isu artifact, theoretically speaking. It's in an Isu cave, how about that? Alright, everything's lit up, yes. That's lit up, yes. Save, yes. Why does the second save take so much longer? Alright. Pull sword. Else to the yeah, a sword I'll never use.
Are you the sword the Britons call Excalibur?
Well, it's automatically a legendary. Nice. Well, I mean, that makes sense. So, why did I do that? I was trying to do that. What is this? Inscription in stone. At the cavern in which you find yourself, see before you these 12 pillars, 12 seats for Britain's riches. Oh, that's right, because there's like some, quote, Britain's treasure that are part of the mysteries. And you don't really get to see them until you're at the mystery, and then it'll be like, hey, here's a cave, and here's now the icon. It looks like a grave marker, of all things. And it's generally a long, drawn-out process until you get to the end, and then you open a chest and you get a stone. Sorry. 12 seats for Britain's riches, and the sword of the ancient ones, called Excalibur, defender of this isle. Let one who undertakes to seek these gifts and love this land bear the sacred weapon. Arthur Pendragon. That name's very familiar. Is that one of the Knights of the Round Table? Arthur Pendragon. I wonder if this is supposed to be symbolic of the Isu? Or if it's supposed to be symbolic of... Well, it's probably the same thing, honestly. I was going to say symbolic of the Knights of the Round Table, but I think it's the same thing. It just seems to me like all the great people in... I might as well take a picture of this. It seems like all the great people in history are like Isu or Isu related. I should have taken a picture before I grabbed the sword. Oh well. Let's look at this sword. Oh, it actually equipped it. Heavy finishers and criticals blind all enemies around. Maybe because it flashes a light? I don't know. But as much as I love having you here, I'm trying to find it. What's that icon? I was hoping it was going to be kind of a Lady of the Lake situation. I can't save because I'm in a cave. Can I fast travel? Yes, I can. Huh. So, yeah, there was a teleporter there, which is weird. I'm surprised my character didn't have something to say about that, honestly. Because teleporting, not exactly normal for Norsemen and women. Forgive me as I put my hoodie up. I don't know if getting Excalibur unlocks anything or if it's just an Easter egg or just, you know, hey, you did all this work, here's a gift type thing. But, yeah. And he's got his woman. Nice.
Hey, what?
Yep, myself a food buff, so there's that. Now where to? Is
Thank you
Winchester-
for treating Hytham with respect and kindness, Eivor. He has found a family among your clan.
He's more than welcome here. As are you.
I don't trust you. I still don't trust you. I've never heard that dialogue before. But.
Good day, Eivor.
So we have 2 places left to do.
I can hardly begin to describe what happened in Gloucestershire. I think you will learn soon enough.
But we are allied with them.
Yes, for all our pains.
Alrighty. Why can't I talk to her from across the table? That seems like an oversight.
I want to see the Alliance map.
So let's see. We have 2 places left to go. They're both 250. But I think this is going to be kind of the end game part. So I'm going to go with this.
I have received a unique summons from Nottinghamshire in the north. From your old friend, Billy.
Villy, a name I have not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It'll be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable
Where's the
ally.
R in Hemminger?
Will you go?
Yep.
I will leave for Nottinghamshire today.
Good. They will be pleased.
Yeah, because it's actually a quest to talk to her about Winchester, I think Winchester's going to be kind of the end game. Hi, Sigurd. Are you going to be a pain in my ass again? No, you're just going to strut around and be a dick? Okay. Alright, where to? Travel to Nottingham. Oh, we're here. No fast travel. Interesting. I know this is like a huge world and everything, but the loading screens, man. The loading screens. That's all I really have to explain about that. By the way, real quick, what are all these boats doing here? Is that Jorvik? Just get the, oh, it's Repton. Okay, because they have a boat building place here. Got it. Just a little, another, I guess, little sidetrack, so to speak. To each their own, but I am a huge fan of the Dragon Age series. I also like Pirates of the Caribbean. And just to put it bluntly, I was a huge, what they call Cullenite for years. And because I have a voice fetish, if you want to call it that. I love hearing accents, voices in general, things like that. Like, you can win me over if you have a sexy voice. Enough said. So, with that being said, the voice actor, and this is just my opinion, so, you know, it's not fact, but it's just my opinion. I have to do that for my own safety then. Yeah, anyway. His name's Greg Ellis. He's a public figure, so it's not doxing or anything. But his name's Greg Ellis, and he has lost his friggin' mind, in my opinion. He has been very blatantly open. I'm not going to shame anybody for having drug or alcohol addictions or any kind of addictions. You know, as if they're not hurting others, you do you. I mean, either Oregon or Washington, one of them actually decriminalized all drugs, which I think is actually a good idea. Because there's, you know, idiots that sit there and they do drugs just because it's illegal, not because they want to. But again, I do believe, like, you know, if you're hurting others, or if hurting yourself is hurting others, then you should seek treatment. He had an issue with, I believe it was cocaine, which a lot of artists do. A lot of artists are drug addicts because it's hard for them to, and I've actually feel this because I have similar thoughts sometimes, where everything's so strong for your emotions that you just kind of want it to go away, you know? So I've never taken that drug in particular, but he was on something. Again, I believe it was cocaine, but I'm not sure. And it ended up costing him his job at BioWare. It ended up costing him his marriage and his children. And all because he was doing some very unsavory things while on the drugs. So he was hurting other people. Through this all, and once he got clean, he started on a self-discovery thing. And I applauded him and I supported him because I was like, hey, you know, yeah, you went through a rough patch. I've been there, you know, get your life in order, become a better man, you know, do whatever you got to do, get it done. And then this year, I mean, it's 2020. There's something up with 2020. Somebody put something in the water, and it wasn't COVID, it was something else. Anyway, he has gone absolutely apeshit. And you absolutely do not send hate his way, okay? I've talked to him in private. We've agreed to disagree. So, yeah, that's neither here nor there. But he has said disparaging remarks against women and men of color, and of transgender people. Now, you can have your opinions, sure. But if you're hurting people with your opinions, you might want to just keep them to yourself. That's just what I told him. It's like, I have some strong opinions, very strong opinions about certain things, but because I don't want to hurt anybody, I tend to keep them to myself. But I told him I could no longer support him because he was hurting people. He was hurting me, for one thing. He has gained such a hatred of women, I believe because of his divorce, that it's painful to even talk to him, because he, and again, you can disagree with me if you want to. I'm not going to be angry, but he doesn't believe in toxic masculinity. He actually believes in the opposite. He believes men should be more manly and that women should be more subservient. If you believe that, that's up to you. That's your opinion. I don't share that opinion. That's all I'll say. So, but also, I am pansexual, so I'm on the LGBTQ plus whatever spectrum. And for him to say disparaging remarks against the community and saying disparaging remarks against my gender, I was like, I can't support you, dude. It's like, I tried to educate him. I did. I was like, look, what you're saying is harmful to some people. Can you listen to what they're saying and continue to become a better man? And he blocked me for that on one of my accounts. So I did end up talking to him again on a different account, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Why did you block me? It's like, all I did was suggest that you just listen to people. I was very professional, and he blocked that account too. So yeah. Needless to say, I do not support him anymore. I'm no longer a quote Cullenite, and I am not the only person that's angry about all of this. And he's gone on a Twitter rampage that could rival Donald Trump right now. Whatever your opinion is of Donald Trump, I don't care. But anybody can say that he's done Twitter rants like none other. So, he was elated that Mark Dara, and if I got that name wrong, forgive me. Again, I'm still under the weather. That Mark Dara left EA BioWare. I don't know the circumstances as to why he left, but Greg was sitting there saying that he was forced to retire. And I'm like, but he wasn't the only one to leave, so what are you talking about? He was forced to... Anyway, I don't care one way or another. I'm kind of a little sad because Mark Dara did a lot of really good work on Dragon Age, and I'm looking forward to Dragon Age 4. But yeah, it's... I don't know. What's your guys' opinion on this? Am I being over dramatic? Is he entitled to his opinions that openly hurt other people? Like, does it matter that it hurts other people? I really do want to learn. So if you have a differing viewpoint and you go to his Twitter or something and you read those tweets and you're like, oh, hey, I understand what he's talking about, and I agree, and this is why, please let me know, because I am thoroughly curious. I've known this man for years, and I've never seen him act this way before, and I'm really concerned that he's going through a rough time, and I wish he would reach out. I wish he would get help for his bigotry and at least be friendly. I mean, it costs nothing to be friendly to people, but he literally, and you can look this up, he essentially, not doxed per se, but he would take screenshots of everybody who made disparaging remarks about him and repost them on his Twitter with their handles and everything that they said. I find that deplorable, in my opinion. It's like, you can sit there and say, somebody told me this, somebody told me that, I don't agree with them. Okay, fine. But if you have a fan base, which his is dwindling by the day, but if you have a fan base and you're commenting and posting about people specifically and naming them, you're putting a target on their backs. And this goes for anybody that has even just a few friends or something like that. Don't put targets on people's backs because you are angry that they dislike your opinions. It's not cool. You know, as Will Wheaton says, don't be a dick. So I couldn't put it any better than that. Don't be a dick. So that's my little rant on that. I just have spent the vast majority of the night trying to talk to him and talking to some other people involved, and yeah, he's literally just blocking everybody that says anything negative about him. So I'm like, dude, I actually told him, I said, if you surround yourself by yes men, and this is on my official YouTube Twitter, so you can look it up. I said, if you surround yourself with yes men, you will not grow, because they will just tell you whatever you want to hear. The best way to grow is to listen to critique, listen to criticism, and evolve with that. Even if you disagree with it, take some introspection and be like, am I doing something wrong? Why are people angry? Can I keep my opinions to myself so it doesn't hurt my fans? That's a big one. Because if you don't have fans as an actor, you're not gonna get a job. And I have been told by people that work for BioWare that he is no longer going to work for BioWare. So, which is kind of a shame, because I do love his voice. He's a good voice actor, and it's kind of a shame to see him just disappear like that. And I think he's lashing out because of that, honestly. But in the end, he's just burning more bridges. Rant over. Okay, let's go. Sorry. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to rant. I'm not going to bother captaining my ship just to do this. And, you know, a controversial thing, depending on your point of view, is that he is a Johnny Depp supporter and an Amber Heard hater, but I don't think he's a Johnny Depp supporter because he likes Johnny Depp. Again, this is my opinion. I don't know the ins and outs, but I honestly think that what is this about? Huh. I think he actually is I think he's a rabid Johnny Depp fan because he just hates women, and therefore Amber Heard has to be wrong. That being said, I actually don't know much about Amber Heard, but I do support Johnny Depp. Who saw me and for what reason? Oh, there's a bear over there. Okay, good to know. So yes, I do support Johnny Depp, but I support Johnny Depp because I've seen the proof of why do I have... What? Why do I have 2 quest markers? Why do I have 2 quest markers? weird. It's not like... The game is seriously messed up right now. It's like 3,100. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you how far away it is, but let's see, where am I? Okay, so I think it's pointing me back to here. Because I see no other quests down here unless I'm blind, which is likely. But I think it's sending me back to here to do this quest or that one. So, I don't know. Anyhow, support people because of what they do, not because you hate someone else that they dislike. How about that? Life lessons. Nottingham.
This must be Nottingham. Saxon and Dane live in peace. I expected nothing less for land under Hemminger Jarl's rule.
Tryggvi spoke true. You have come to England.
I have, and I mean to stay.
Okay. Don't know how she knows me.
It's Nottingham. It'll be good to see Vili again.
Search for his envoy.
Pour the mead! Eivor's come to Nottingham.
Skull!
Wow, they all know me, and that's kind of being weird to me.
Make sure the supplies are secure. We may set off at any moment.
We should have went that in honest Sunday.
Okay, well, can you stop walking so I can talk to you?
Do I trust my own eyes? Is that truly who I see?
Tryggvi, you old hound. How are you?
Eivor, a friend of old is a good omen.
Look at this. Your chin grass might be mistaken for hedges now.
But a healthy Jarl beard it is not.
And what of Vili? I was happy to get his message.
I stand in Vili's place today. He and his father have gone to Ulkathorpe to stave off an invasion of Picts.
More picks.
We've laid a long siege, and Hemminger Jarl looks to finish the job.
I thought we did that. Yeah.
I would have come with warriors at my back if I knew Vili was at war.
In spite of these war cries, you should know that Vili's father is more frail than last you saw him.
Well, yeah.
How could that be? Hemminger Jarl is an ox.
So he is. And he'll be pleased to skull with the moon in his jaws at the sight of you. Come. The swiftest path is by river, but these waters are hostile to Norsemen. You bring good luck with you. We could guide the sail steeds downstream.
Boats. Let's go.
I'm ready for whatever danger awaits. Prepare your convoy, and we'll be off.
Our Jarl has waited long enough. We follow the Wolf-Kist to the encampment.
The Tale of Two Jarls. So is his son also a Jarl? Okay, good, he runs.
Eivor, the Raven-clad Wolf-Kist. You'll soon have more names than the All-Father himself.
I've traveled far, spilling the dew of slaughter.
Hard to do.
A
Odin
reputation
has
is
a
the price
ton
of
of names.
victory.
Indeed.
Hey, a new fast travel.
Ready the sea beasts. Eivor Wolf-Kist is here to escort us upriver.
That is a big ass fish. That was a big ass fish. Alright. Sorry. So let's... That's gonna bug me. I guess I have to actually take the boat. Are you gonna get in or no? Do I have to actually... what is going on with this game suddenly? It's like lagging, and now suddenly it's glitching. What the hell? Let me... I was gonna say, I'm just gonna do the faster... Whoa, that's not where I'm at. I'm doing this because it spawns your boat right there. But yeah, as I said, absolutely do not send hate to anybody over that. That's just my opinion and my history with the guy, and yeah.
I remember when Billy and I were small children. You spun many epic yarns for us over the hearth fire. But I do not remember you telling us how you came to serve Hemminger Jarl. Is it a tale worth telling?
It is, but a sad one.
Bring the sail in!
I suppose I was the age you are now. Skadi had sent us a harsh winter, and much of our...
I need to actually put a waypoint there. It won't let me waypoint those, so...
To feed us, my family incurred a large work debt. But my youth rendered me too proud.
Picks ashore! Protect the convoy! Fire! 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 Fire!
I am gonna run out of arrows.
Careful, Eivor. These supplies bring fire to the Ingerford siege.
Fire! Fire!
Won't take long.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Do I have to get out?
Ready, bows! Fire! 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 Fire!
I'm gonna have to start using another bow.
Bows!
Oh, I think it gives you
Ready!
unlimited.
Fire! 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 Ready! Bows! Fire! 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 Ready?
Why does it keep hitting
Fire!
me over there?
Fire! Fire!
Interesting setup. I'm guessing we're gonna get
Ready,
hit again.
bows! Fire!
Sweat flow.
Fire! Fire! Ready! Fire!
What's the matter?
Fire! Fire! Picks on the rich. Guard the convoy. Fire! Fire! Fire!
I like how it's not causing me to lose arrows.
Fire! Fire!
Watch this another glitch.
Fire! Ready! Fire! Fire! Fire!
You can stop
Fire!
that already.
Fire! 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 Ready, bows! Fire! Bows! Fire! 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 Fire!
This is an interesting quest I do have
Fire!
to do today.
Fire!
Going to split you.
Fire! Fire!
The convoy remains wolf-kissed.
Oars, back us around. The convoy's laid bare.
Hemminger Jarl will be pleased.
Was that the end of them? Well, I have to say, that was an interesting one. I'm assuming this is going to be another fast travel. Yep. That boat didn't spawn in until after I was already on this.
Let's put in here!
Yeah. Can't, because the boat is there.
I have orders to
way.
go to Stoneberg, but our camp is just ahead, so hurry on without me. Willi and Hemminger Jarl will be
come
pleased
on.
to see.
That's it? Okay. Sherwood Forest. By the way, I found this game's equivalent to Robin Hood during one of the mystery quests. Let me, at least take that off. Tip of the spear. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do some climbing. Yeah.
Shred my sheepskin. That there is Eivor the...
Eivor! Hail! We have not laid eyes on you for some 10 winters.
Muster the men
Far
for
too
battle.
many people
Hail,
know
friend.
me. That's what I was looking for. Weird that it didn't take any arrows. But, I mean, it would be impossible otherwise.
Freya's kiss. You came. Welcome.
Your son sent for me, Hemminger Jarl. One
Where
of
is
the
he?
happier messages I have had in England.
I wish I could expand on this happiness with good news. But we are in the center of a storm. And yet, my old heart sings great songs at the sight of you. You look good, Eivor. Strong, healthy.
Better than my brother.
My heart sings as well. It is good to see you again.
Yours is a poet's heart, I am told. What a mix of spirits you have.
Movement on the walls!
Here we go. That's supposed to be Hadrian's
We
wall?
must end this soon, before the weather changes.
The whole of my clan would be here if you called them.
No need. These men are flies for swatting. Even now, Tryggvi rides for Stoneberg, should any Picts escape. It will all be ended by this time tomorrow.
Why do I not believe that?
You have known me as your Jarl for an age. And I have known and loved you all since you were babes. An easy burden to bear.
Let's hope you fight better than you ate,
Billy.
old friend.
The smile on
You
her
are not
face.
slurring, Willy. Have you mislaid your ale?
Today, you do not fight for me. Not for each other. Today, you fight for your children. Fight so that they may grow.
Okay.
So they may be good and just as you are. For them, today, we take back Ulkerthorpe.
Another son who wants
Tryggvi
to
and Eivor
usurp
have
him?
brought us arrows and oil to bring firelight to the Picts, to feed their traps. The first to signal from the top of that tower, their war chief's weapon in hand, drinks my mead for the month.
Well, you know,
Thor's
it's gonna be
beard.
me.
It's good to see you, Willy.
Oh, is it? Or have you come to snatch glory from my calloused hands?
You invited me, you asshole.
We can snatch glory together, unless you're too frightened to fight beside me.
Oh no, this is a contest now. To the top of that tower, and the Pict Chief is the prize.
For old times, then.
And new alike.
Fight, Hemminger sons. Bring victory today, for tomorrow we feast!
May they burn with flame unbridled!
Oh, I guess we're doing this right now.
Pict Chief hides behind his men. No doubt he will be well fortified. Look for him on high ground.
I will have his head, Hemminger Jarl.
Their weapons are flames, literally. Ooh, that was new. Oh, I have 22 points to put in? Jeez. Yeah, these guys are easy to fight. Hold up in the tower. Is that the tower that they're talking about? What? Again, that's new to me. See, the problem is... The problem I'm having with these things is... is that these guys just keep respawning. Is that the tower, though?
The chief will make a stand in the tower. There, the chief.
I saw him? So I need to stay up. Gee, I wonder why this is the way it is. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hello. Those guys are below me. Up said ladder I go. Ooh, can I assassinate him? Yes, I can. Cool. But I didn't light the torch.
You're injured.
No, stop. I'm fine. That is more blood here than injury.
As he passes out.
Pride cannot heal you, Hemminger. Only care and bandages.
My clan fought well, did they not? You saw it. The heart in these people. How they rallied behind their Jarl.
You have that effect on men. They trust you.
love my son all the more. But he lacks the trust of our Danes. And I am running out of time to persuade them.
What the hell's going on in the
You are
background
sick.
And you accept it. Unlike my son, he thinks me immortal because he must. He does not want what I have to give him.
He doesn't want to be a Thane? Or a Jarl?
Was it Vili who summoned me? Or you, Hemminger?
I thought you would come faster if it was Vili's name you heard first. I need your wisdom, Mayfor. Your discretion.
You have it. Of course.
There will be a thing soon, in which the nobles must name a new Jarl. And I am torn. I would have my son follow in my steps, but he is reluctant. He follows his warrior's heart. Others will name Tryggvi, a fine man with a mind for leadership. But his lineage is tattered, and he is less bold.
Is there a third option?
Both men are honorable, but they do not hold a bearded axe to Hemminger Jarl. Let us not burden ourselves with the Alding choice yet.
I think he was expecting an answer.
Your sight is clear and your mind is sharp. Let that guide your thinking in the days to come. Vili departs for Kinder downfall soon. Ride with him and talk like old friends made new.
If I see any Valkyries lurking nearby, I will send them away.
I can fight them off a while longer. Vili waits for you below, A4.
You are now welcome in the fort. Why? Because I still see red people down there, though. Dang it, not what I wanted to do. On borrowed time. Down there. I'm going to save it. I know I rambled more than I normally do in this episode, but yeah, a lot of things have happened the last couple days. Anywho, I am going to go ahead and pause it here. Starting to feel a little bit more under the weather, so instead of making this worse for myself, I'm going to try and take it a little easy. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Be kind to each other, stay safe, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and educate me, please, if you feel differently than I do. And I will see you in the next episode. See you. Bye.